to the JustZoSho. I'm your host, JustZo, and this is episode number 43. Yes, 43. The funny thing about that is every time I come here, I don't, do an episode. So if I did, it'd probably be 60 something, but it's episode 43 because a lot of times we come here, we just kick it for pretty much the whole time I'm here. And that's cool because then we just letting ideas float about, trying to see what we can come up with or just do something different. Because we do more than just me talking here. Like we do remixes, suggestions, like I always say. Any suggestions for a remix or a mashup, comment and let me know what you think, what you feel, what you would like to hear, what you would like to talk about, or whatever. Just leave a comment. I'm not a softie. I don't have thin skin. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve or anything like that. I definitely can take criticism, constructive or however it may go. But yeah, just let me know. And for those of you that don't know and that's new here, the JustZoSho is on Facebook and YouTube. That's right. You can see me on either one of those. Well, hear me on either one of those. Just JUST, ZO, and Show, SHO. No W, just SHO. And you will hear my episodes. You will hear me talking. You will hear our remixes, our mashups, and, let me know what you think. Well, today I want to talk about, I'm going to start this off with kind of a sad but okay thing because my nephew, Marcus Maurice Goins Jr., may he rest in peace. Actually, yesterday was his birthday. He would have been 38 years old had he still been alive, but he passed away a month ago. He passed actually on the 15th of April. So, it took us a minute to get everything, paperwork and all that together. So, his funeral was last weekend. And thank God it went the way it did. Because lately, I don't know what it is, but it seems like family members just been showing out when it comes to places, when it comes to events like these, like funerals, weddings, just anytime families get together, there's somebody that's it seems like they try to make it about them, more about them than what it is. And like they want to be the star of the evening. I don't know what it is, but thank God that the funeral and the whole process went over smoothly. We had maybe a couple little mishaps here and there, but them issues got squashed long before they went any further. And, me and my brother, it's time for us to be adults. You know what I'm saying? Me and him, we talk about this a lot. It's time for us to grow up. And I'm not just talking about the kids. Matter of fact, I'm not even talking about the kids. I'm talking about the grown-ups that's acting like kids. They acting worse than the kids. Like, you down there 40 or 50 years old and you still trying to fist fight with somebody? What the hell? Like, sit your old ass down. Oops, I didn't mean to say that, but hey, it is what it is. Sit your old butt down. Jesus. Let people go on and mourn and remembrance and celebrate in peace. Like, the person that we're here to honor is resting in peace. Why can't we operate in peace? Why can't we just, be amongst each other in peace and love? Again, like I said, that word love, there's not enough of it in the world. Everybody wants everything but love. Or no, they want it on their terms, though. They want to be loved how they want it. They want to be loved like they want you to damn near worship them like a god or something. Like they can do any and everything they want, but you can't do nothing to them or that'll offend them in a sense. And not that you want to do anything like that intentionally, but we are human. We all have lives to live. So Long story short, funeral went well, and nephew looked good. I didn't want to see that. Hell, I don't even want to talk about it, but, just seeing him laid out and he was at peace. Looked like he was at peace because, when he passed away, my brother and them were there and they said the same thing. So, again, Marcus Maurice Goins Jr., rest in peace, bro. Till we meet again. But, I've been running into people. Matter of fact, at that event, at the repast and stuff, and we just was talking and, people, it's funny because it seems like every time I think about ain't nobody listening, I run into somebody and be like, yeah, man, I like your show and I like what you talk about. I like you just be you in there and just, keep on going. So people, I like hearing those kinds of things because that actually keeps me going. I get to a point sometimes where I'm like, ain't nobody listening, but we haven't really got to that point where we can set up for for y'all to call in and talk to me on the phone, or, we start recording with the actual camera and things of that such. We ain't that big. Not yet. Don't know if we'll actually get that big, but we not at that point yet. So we do it like how we do it. And I'm just happy that you are listening and paying attention and that you like me being me on here. So I'm not going to be nobody else. I'm not going to try to put a gimmick on here or, acting this way and that way just to bring the listeners in because, that's not it. That's not hitting on nothing. I can't do that. I got to just be me and let me be me because, all that other stuff, I feel like you want entertainment, you want that kind of entertainment, then there's always a place for those kinds of things. But me, myself, I'm not about that. I'm not with that. So I'm just going to get on here and talk like I always do. I'm going to speak my piece on something and leave it at that. If it's something that needs to be researched and I need to have more knowledge of course, I'm going to do that before I get to talking about it. But still, that's just me. I just speak my piece and, we go from there, But school. I finished this semester, this Tuesday, actually. This past Tuesday was the last day of class for the next 2 weeks. So, got that out the way. I'm telling you guys, I don't know, maybe it's because I haven't been to school in over 30 years, but goddamn. Excuse my language, but man, that was rough. Like, I'm old school, with the notebooks and papers and pens and stuff. And of course, they've got the computers now, but I didn't know everything had to be done with the computers and you have to know how to do it in PDF and all this other stuff. And I'm like, well, damn, what happened to just getting on there, typing it out and sending it that way? But I don't know. It's not new to y'all, of course, but it's definitely new to me because when it comes to this stuff, this computer stuff, I'm like Fred Flintstone with this. I'm stuck in a stone age and I'm trying to claw my way out of it, trying to learn a little more, but I just need a little more time than everybody else because I'm from the old school. I keep having to remind myself that I'm 52 years old. And it's funny because I have to keep saying, am I really that old? But once I start thinking about things that have passed and how long it's been, and I'm like, damn, I'm really that old. Wow, okay. But either way, I'm glad to be the age that I am, and I'm glad to be who I am. It's just, trying to be a part of the current age and keep up with the latest trends and all that other stuff. I'm not one of them kind. I stay in my lane and just leave it at that. But definitely, school was great, though. Still, I love going there, and I can't wait for us to start back second semester because we're going to be more hands-on with the equipment. So I don't know if I might come here with a camera one day and we do a actual JustZoSho with me being recorded with the camera and all of that. So, and before we do that, I'll definitely, have to kick it with my team first and see if we can set something like that up. But, of course, if we do, we're going to try to have a phone for y'all to call in and, talk, and we go and just do it like that. Again, I don't know if we going to get that big, but if we do, then hey, I'm with it all day. I'm not saying that I'm down on myself or whatever. I'm not saying it like, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I don't try to count my chickens before they hatch. I'm going to try to be just the same old humble person that I am and just speak my piece. But the school, I love it. I love going. I love, interacting with the young people there and learning new things. So I guess I'm trying to live some kind of life again. Because these last couple years, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, a brother was in a funk. I was just out of it, in a sense. I mean, it may not have seemed like it, but I was. I mean, that pill with my daughter, I'm still trying to swallow it, but I'm dealing with it a little better. Then come the nephew just recently. So deaths, when somebody passes in the family, somebody close or you interacted with often, it affects us. And one thing you don't want to do, ever want to do, is make no important decisions during that time. You don't want to make no decisions for something that you're going to regret later. And it's people that try to feed off of that. It's people that, they like vultures. They see you bleed and they see you hurting, and here they come. They acting like they there for you, but then at the same time, they trying to finesse you out of something, and you're not thinking clear. You like, okay, whatever. But then when you start getting your legs back, you like, wait a minute. This been going on. Why ain't, So when it comes to something like that, don't make no important decisions in life. Just don't do it. Well, people, it's been good. But after this here, I am going to the hospital because I've been hurting for the last more than 2 weeks, down there 3 weeks. And at first I thought it was a pulled muscle on my back because when I had a couple of massages, for those days that I had them, I was good for the rest of the day. But that next day, it's right back in. It seemed like it's going around in circle loud. It's like it's on my right-hand side. So I know that ain't a heart attack, but what the hell is going on? I have no idea. So I got to go get this checked out because, again, I am older. I'm not no young buck, so I can't just wait it out and try to tough it out. I got to go see what is really going on with me. So, in saying that, I am going to leave you guys with this here. And if it's something that I've said that you like or disliked, thank you and my apologies. This is me. This is us. This is Just So. And we are out of here. Y'all have a good one. Peace.